Good morning, guys. For those of you who live up in the Worcester area and you need your car, truck, or Mini Cooper worked on, head to Gracie's Garage. They can fix anything you got. And just ask for Pete. And as he says, he always carries Bear's products. And Bear is indeed a genius. For those of you who'd like to find out more about Bear's products, call David at 615-854-3057 and let him explain to you how you can get between 4 and 5.5 miles per gallon better with the fuel conditioner. And he'll answer all your questions about the hair products, car products, you name it. And then for those of you who want a cool t-shirt, sweatshirt, mega blanket, go to libtartees.com. Okay, let's go ahead and by the way, I want to thank all of you for supporting the sponsors of this channel. Thank you so much. So Marco Rubio, this is Gateway Pundit. So Marco Rubio to Greg Kelly on Newsmax. No one can beat Trump in 2024. Yeah, I know it always drives me crazy. It's like, what do you mean 2024? We're not going to have a country. In even by 2022, we won't have a country. So during the exchange, Rubio was asked about his relationship with President Trump and what he expects to see in the 2024 primary. Rubio told Greg Kelly he sees no one who can beat President Trump in the 2024 primary. And yeah, and maybe he will run again in 2024 because of it being, we won't be a corporation anymore. And anyway, there's no way that the deep state is going to stay as calm as they are. I know they're not very. I know they're doing crazy stuff. I know that, but they're going to push because right now they don't. The military does not recognize them. They do not recognize Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. Okay, as being the president and vice president. They just don't. And so obviously the Congress does, the courts do, but the military does not. And they're going to do something. I mean, right now they're just their 16-year plan way behind schedule, and they are pushing everything to the max. Moving on to Geraldo. Geraldo loses it. It says this was quite a segment on Hannity. On Wednesday night, Sean Hannity invited both Dan Bongino and Geraldo to continue their discussion on the police shooting of Dante Wright. And during the exchange, Bongino left Geraldo speechless. At first, he slammed him for race baiting following the accidental shooting by Officer Kimberly Potter. Bongino laid him out so hard that Geraldo was temporarily stunned and speechless. And then later in the exchange, Bongino accused Geraldo of stirring up racial angst and wanting the country to burn. That's when Geraldo lost and screamed, "You son of a bitch, you punk, you're just a punk." To which Dan Bongino responded, "You notice he won't tell me that to my face." Wow, that was explosive. No, Geraldo wouldn't dare say that to him, to his face. Bongino would kick his ass. And Geraldo's got a lot of guts as long as he's got someone around him to protect him. And then Geraldo, you got to ask yourself, what does he have in his closet? And then moving on to lockdowns are for the little people. Another Gretchen Whitmer official caught at the beach as pandemic rages in Michigan. Is it really raging? Or is it just because they're drilling down, they're doing 30, 40 cycles? In other words, let's not take that with let's take it with a grain of salt. Let's put it that way. And then the annual White House Correspondents' Dinner is canceled. Did these leftist hacks finally realize how much they are reviled? You know something? They don't know and they don't care. They're really just, they're out to lunch. And then must see Tucker Carlson covers DOJ approval of Ashley Babbitt's murder without warning, and InfoWars reporter Sam Montoya's arrest. I mean, they're just, the left is not going to stop. They're going to keep pushing and pushing until something really gives. And then shock video. UK police break down door and arrest man in front of his family for violating COVID quarantine rules. They're nuts over there. The police, some of the police are nuts here. I mean, you look at it up in Canada. 200 police stopping people from worshiping? Really? I mean, my word. And then new poll shows Biden can't shake voters' belief that Democrats cheated in 2020 election. No, they know what happened. Everybody does. And then horror. I mean, if you don't know what happened in the 2020 election, you're living under a rock. And then horror in Los Angeles caught on video. Man killed after being run over by multiple vehicles. Witnesses do nothing to help. Good grief. I mean, it's just, you just, I mean, what is it that we've become? It says a horrific scene was captured on video as a man was fatally run over by several vehicles in Los Angeles. And the awful people who passed by did nothing to help. The man pleads with one man who stopped for help, but he got into his car and left after the man was run over by a second vehicle and dragged 60 feet. Oh my word. Holy cow. Oh my word. The car just hit him, put him up in the air. I mean, he's moving around. So someone gets out. I think it's a woman. And then she gets back in the car and leaves. Oh my word. And then another car comes along and drags him. Oh my word. Oh, that's horrible to see. Oh my word. Wow. I mean, what have we become? Honestly, that we do stuff like that. Now it's late at night, so possibly they didn't see him. They just didn't see him. I know around here at night, I mean, that was in the city though, and you got lights. Oh my word. That's horrible. Horrible. Yeah, may he rest in peace. And then BLM rioters chase off CNN, egg their vehicle after nailing one of their crew members in the head with a water bottle. They don't care. Guess what, CNN? They don't care. They don't like anybody. And then Joe Biden undergoes 2-hour medical procedure with Joe Biden by her side. Oh, okay. All right. Whatever. And, no comment. Some things I just, I just don't care. I don't, the fact that she went in for a procedure, who knows what it was? Who knows if it was even true? It may just be made up. I don't believe anything what these people do. And then Jim Jordan confronts Nadler on his reported plans to pack the Supreme Court. Nadler pounds gavel, refuses to answer. And there they are still with their stupid face diapers on. And then seeing Biden's insane actions with Iran, Israel decides it's time to destroy the Natanz centrifuge site used in building nuclear weapons. And then it says here, Democrats will plan bill to pack Supreme Court with 4 new justices. Let's see here. NFL star Brett Favre blasts woke sports, says fans don't want politics in their games. He's right. They don't. And then Liz Cheney says she would not support President Trump in the 2024 GOP nominee. Who cares? She's nothing. She's a zero anymore. Let's go to zero hedge. Let's see how much time I got left. I got time here. Biden targets Russian sovereign debt, expels 10 diplomats in sweeping sanctions action, and Putin is not going to, I don't believe he's going to start a war. He's not going to do anything. And he's not going to give the deep state what they want. Chinese stocks slide as latest PBOC cash injection again disappoints traders. And then Rabobank. Is Biden retreating from a clash with China or doubling down? No, he's retreating. China owns him and his whole family. And then former FDA chief warns U.S. will struggle to reach herd immunity as vaccine refusals rise. Anyway, you know how I feel about that. Congressional Dems introduce a court packing bill to add 4 justices to Supreme Court. Reuters puts, yeah, that's going to really anger a lot of people. I mean, it's just, I mean, at this point, I don't care if you're right or left. You can't help but to be feeling a lot of angst about Biden and Harris and all the rest. Reuters puts website behind a paywall. Will charge readers $35 monthly. Not worth it. Industrial production rebound disappoints in March. No surprise there. Emerging cracks in the perfect bull market. Remember, what goes up comes down. Coin bounces back as Cathie Wood bought the dip. Dumped some Tesla. The middle class has finally been suckered into the casino. I would be careful about that casino, meaning the stock market. Let's see what else here. Initial jobless claims crash to pandemic lows. There's just one thing though, that is, it says the drop in claims was largely driven by 75,000 and change drop in California, indicative of the problems that remain in processing claims, backlogs, and fraud in the states. Stimmy checks sparked spectacular retail sales spendfest in March. Futures reverse overnight weakness, surge to record high. LBMA acknowledges buying frenzy in silver market and silver shortage fears. What else here? B of A jumps on solid beat thanks to jump in trading revenue. What else here? EU slams door on Montenegro plea for 1 billion China loan bailout. Let's see here. Got a little time left. Comedian John Cleese apologizes for making fun of white English people. And then let's see here. I didn't know that anything was off limits. Anyway, I guess you don't want to make fun of white English people. Did you make fun of anybody else? Anyway, doesn't matter. Environmental activist says cheese is racist. Dairy shouldn't be served in British schools. They're just trying to cut down on cattle. They want cattle production, meat production totally gone. And then UK far ahead of Europe in curbing COVID-19. And anyway, that is all for this morning. I want to thank all of you for your support. It is very much appreciated. And you guys know how I feel about a lot of things. But you also know, too, that the crap is going to hit the fan. And, you know, just be prepared. That's all I can tell you. Be prepared. God bless you and have a good day. Bye-bye, guys.